Welcome back. Did you get an air fryer for Christmas but just don't know how to use it? And are you using your Keurig only for coffee? Well, guess what? These appliances can do so much more.
And here to show us some kitchen hacks is our friend Doug Heilman. And this is actually something that you posted about on Doug Cooking, your site.
Right, exactly.
And you've gotten tremendous response because you have great ideas.
Well, yeah, and actually a couple of them are new to me too, but we have a lot to cover. So I'll just start with the one that everyone probably knows the most. And this is the Keurig coffee brewers. There's a lot of models out, and it's still the #1 seller. But we want to think about this brewer not just for coffee, it's a hot water machine. So think about your instant oatmeal, your cocoa, your cup of noodles. That's a whole other way to use it.
Think about that. And I had a taste for oatmeal this morning
there
too.
You go.
Maybe when I go home, I'll heat up some water in my Keurig.
Yeah, and a couple other points. Make sure you pull that old cup out, right? You know, give it a little rinse.
Coffee oatmeal.
Right, and actually, pro tip: take that cup out so that the needle doesn't rest in wet grounds. That kind of avoids getting clogged.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to do those ice drinks and you don't have the fanciest coffee, fanciest version, put your iced cup underneath there. Hit the small brew, and the coffee is stronger. The ice dilutes it. It's a great thing.
Oh, that's not how I've been doing it, but now I'm going to do it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. This next thing I've seen on the Food Network. I've never seen one in person.
Right. We're going from probably the most familiar to the maybe least familiar, and this is a Sous Vide machine or a precision cooker, and this specific stick is the machine. And what Sous Vide means is to cook under vacuum. So you're sealing meat or vegetables or something, and you're getting that water bath that it cooks into the perfect temperature. So think like the ideal, medium rare steak, or when Marvin wants his tuna steaks medium rare, you can do
would
that.
do something like that.
Doug, no, Marvin's going to start requesting
so these
that.
look like some pretty quality meat here.
Yeah, only the best for PTL. But the other thing that people think when they get the Sous Vide stick is that they need to get these fancy vacuum seal bags. But if you're actually using quality brands like Ziploc or Glad that are rated for, it says microwave use, that's the right kind of plastic, those can work in there as well. And then you just use a binder clip to hold it.
Should I just clip this in here?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. And actually what we want to do, see how it's floating?
Yeah.
So what
I did that wrong
That's
already,
That's okay. I did one already. So what we can do is you lower the bag, partially sealed, but not the whole way. So we're going to let the air kind of get displaced by the water pressure, and then finish that seal.
There's a real science to this.
Once you have it in the water already.
Okay.
Right. And if it's floating like this, we can put another binder clip on the bottom, put a spoon through. That's what I did in the front one, and then your food sinks to the bottom. It cooks perfectly.
So what do you do? Do you just turn this thing on, or?
Yeah, we were out of plugs in the kitchen here, but yes, you turn it on. Exactly.
Okay, we're moving on here.
Yeah, let's get to some more familiar territory. We've got the Instant Pot. The Instant Pots, surprisingly, they've been out since 2010.
Really?
I can't believe it. So it's a moist environment. It's a great pressure cooker, slow cooker, and it has this saute plate on the bottom. But there's all kinds of cool things you can do. And Mikey, we have something inside to show our viewers.
I have one of these.
Yeah,
I love using it.
If you're baking or doing something deep inside, use a foil sling, regular aluminum foil folded in on itself, and you can get a pan out. And actually, the pan that I have in here is something that Krista, our producer, found was doing a whole loaf of hard-cooked eggs. You can do it in like 9 minutes, and then when we get into spring and eggs are maybe a little bit cheaper in price, when you're doing your macaroni salad or your potato salad for your picnics, you can chop them on up.
Really quickly, I have an Instant Pot. What is this?
That is keeping your pan off of the bottom saute lid, so it doesn't scorch, doesn't burn. And a couple of other things. The Instant Pot has some really cool features like making your own yogurt, but something that I found that was really interesting from Smithsonian is you can germinate seeds using the yogurt setting. You put seeds in between wet paper towels for a day or so, and they germinate more quickly than if you were doing it at home, and I'm not sure even how you do it.
Start your garden in the
You can start it right now.
That is so interesting.
Yes,
we're going to switch places before we run
Yeah, I'll slide behind you
guys.
guys.
You have one more over here.
Right. So I think this is probably my favorite right now. This is an air fryer. They're all different sizes and models. Mine has a door front. Some of them have the drawer. But for crispy, crunchy brown foods, I think that's what we all love. Brown food tastes good, as we hear. And some surprising things that are happening now is manufacturers are actually saying, hey, here's how to make my product in the air fryer. So these are cinnamon rolls. And I just think that breakfast is the undiscovered thing for the air fryer.
Frying wings and
French fries. That's where everybody starts, right? So I have a recipe for us to do today, which is breakfast biscuit bites. These are sausage bites. And if you guys want,
this is a great day.
If you guys want to put one together,
Yeah, do we get to eat it or we're going to mix it?
Well, let's mix a batch.
I want to get to the
Unless you want to go to the eat, let's go to
I have
the
to
eat.
work for your food here.
Yeah, all right, now we'll mix a batch. Does it matter what order I'm doing?
Doesn't matter
So
what
you have
order.
the sausage
so
in
some
here.
sausage and some cheese.
Okay.
We have like a biscuit mix like Bisquick, and then just a little bit of milk.
Okay.
You mix that up. You form it into about golf ball sized balls,
Okay.
and stick it in your air fryer. And one more tip or hack: if you want to use parchment in the air fryer, you don't put the parchment paper in by itself, but you can put it in underneath your food and take a little hole punch and punch some holes so that the airs can come through. They actually sell expensive parchment paper already done like that, but you could do that at home, and it's a great kind of kids
Would
thing.
you like to try one, Mikey?
Sure.
I think they came out about
What's the official name for these
I would call
sausage
them
balls?
I would call them biscuit bites. That's what I would call them. Biscuit
Oh,
bites.
biscuit bites are delicious.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you've just invented biscuit bites.
There you go. Exactly.
Those are so good.
All right, now I have a mouthful of food and I can't talk. But, Doug, this was wonderful. You taught us all sorts of things, and now we can even germinate seeds.
I know, crazy,
Who
right?
knew?
Really? All right, for more hacks for your kitchen appliances, go to PittsburghTodayLive.com because we have a link to Doug's page there so you can learn even more.